Yes.
Thank you.
As an artist today, who I am today as an artist, I've become a lot more independent and free. I work harder to perfect things. Going to the museum and workshops has helped me as an artist. I found new techniques and mediums that I really like. However, I do wish I spent more time on art. Lately, I've been extremely busy and I haven't had as much time as I did last year. Also, I need more motivation to start and finish projects. I want to do more next semester, this semester, and work on a bigger scale. I want to be able to have several finished pieces. I do think my skills have gotten better, my perspective has changed, and I've opened the doors to new challenges. I've been trying new media, and I've been trying to work on composition. I still need to grow, but luckily I have a whole other semester to get my act together. As an artist today, I hope to be a better artist tomorrow. Yeah. Should I say the order of everything? I really have no order. This is pretty much everything. Well, some things from my journal, all these, and then the one down on the bottom of that, and the eyeball and the dream catcher were from my sketchbook. This I did not too long ago with melted crayon. This is just a favorite sketch. This one and this one are from the summer assignment. These are all from the video workshop. This is from this year. That and pretty much everything else is from this year. Yeah.
How did you make that print there?
The
model one.
Good question. Okay. Well, I made my print. It was just like the southern hemisphere thing, and then I took an old piece of paper and printed it on that, and then went back in with paint. Actually, no, I dipped it in ink, which was like the blue and the purple and the red kind of. And I put powder on it and just put it on, and like that.
So the paper was part of the Chicolé process in the printing?
Yeah.
Because I think that is the most developed piece out of these. And I also think you have a pretty good case when it comes to printmaking. Much better than me or other people. And I mean, I'm very intrigued by your abilities in that field. What is your senior thesis?
I want to do something with like, I want to do like a mirror, like an old vanity mirror and like a mannequin, and I want to do something with like, kind of treat them like journal pages and just kind of like decorate them like the outside and like do something with like insecurities, and because like physical insecurities are something I deal with, so I thought it'd be cool because like mannequins kind of like your body shape and mirrors. Because I know everybody's dealt with some kind of insecurity in their life. And I wanted to kind of treat it like journal pages because that's what I'm most comfortable with. And I just wanted to like design it and draw on it and paint it. And
so you're saying using the mannequins as a canvas?
Yeah. And like the outside the mirror, I want to paint it white and then
and are you thinking of multiple mannequins or just one? Or?
Probably like 2. It depends on how much they are and where I could get them from. Like if they're going to be expensive, I don't want to. Yeah. So.
If you put enough time into it, you could probably make your own.
Yeah.
Even with just paper mache or even like. I know my mom made like a mold of like her own body. And you can do that.
Yeah.
It's messy, but you can, and that would be something to kind of take that further in the physical process that you're taking part in, that it would just be like all yours, Yeah.
Sam, you did the mannequin light people.
You stole that from this Jeep.
I did. Way to speak in the third person. Yeah, I stole that from the art room.
Okay, never mind. That doesn't count.
Never.
But I know the casting things that Dana's, I actually have one of them from the breast center in my room because it was donated to us as an example. So I do have an example. It's a torso casting. But you want to see what it looks like?
You can cast pretty much any part of your body. It takes a while, but my mom pretty much did that like before she like had breast cancer. So she has still like this. She made it originally so that she could make her own clothes for her body.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be, I think you had said, I know you're interested in like fashion and stuff, so that might be an interesting thing for you to have too, to, you know, make.
So, initially when you were talking about it, we were coming off the printmaking thing. I thought you were talking about image, but you're talking about more like a sculpture, or I thought we were talking 2D, but you're talking about a 3D form.
I'm gonna have like an actual like hands-on mannequin and like a big like vanity mirror, and I'm gonna like.
Okay, and are you going to impose image onto it? Are you gonna, are you gonna be dressing it?
No, I'm gonna be like drawing and doing like mixed media on it and actually like designing it.
Gotcha.
Also, you can get second-hand mannequins. Go to Saborski Emporium and ask him if he. It's also you go to Craigslist and you find stuff. I would advise against casting because you are telling us that you are pressed for time and it's incredibly long. So I would advise against it because time will be your enemy. And you were mentioning something about you would like to work larger, but it's not larger is not better. It is you go larger because you need to go larger. You don't go larger because it's better or cool. When I look at your individual pages there, and your prints, I'm totally satisfied seeing the show with that. And when you press for time, think smaller because it's very difficult for you guys to estimate your time. That's where you have the biggest problems. And you make big plans and then you don't have the time because you can't estimate it yet. You don't have enough experience for that. It's natural. So be careful because work within what you know works for you now. And then if the mannequin works, it doesn't work. So, but what I see there next to you, that board there, I could see that easily as a center of an entire exhibition. And when you don't have a lot of time and you work in your schedule, you can work while you eat pizza. You can work while you're in a boring party. But when you work large, you have to go to that spot, and then you can only work then, and time will be your enemy. Okay?
Well, also, I could picture, I see that you did a ceramic piece, and that's really successful. I love like the color that you use, I love the shape of it, and even if you did maybe sculpt, very small mannequins and draw on them and have like a few of them, and just make them as you go. And I could picture like a few small ones kind of standing next to each other. Skip the mirror, just go on those, make them different shapes and sizes, make them, that could be another way to get your point across,
If you're going to do that, you might want to try P&T Surplus. They're full of everything and anything you could possibly imagine.
I also I want to just point out the fact that I think your prints and your journal pages are your strongest work here, and you seem to have layering, and you have an ability to sort of pull parts together to create a really nice integrated whole. And so even in the drawing with the parts, like the arrangement of pieces that come together to create a new whole, like there's strength in that one as well. And so I guess my thought is to just remember that and focus on that aspect. I'm not sure about the mannequin thing. If that's something you need to do, go for it. But remembering that the layering and sort of building that you do is a strong point. I would be happy to see a series of prints or something like, or prints and mixed media using printmaking. I think you could do some really nice work.
Yeah, I agree. As small as your sketchbooks have always been your strong point. As watching you, you have built your drawing skills, over the class. You've definitely got improved. Your drawing skills have improved immensely. Just the mirror is proof of that. You played with it, you came up with the right scale, you put it in there, it looks good, your drawing has just improved incredibly. But that doesn't, but but this is still your strength. You know, drawing is going to be there for you, and I, you know, obviously you want to continue working on that because that's just great practice. But your strength lies in this mixed medium. And scale doesn't, small is, it's intimate, it's really, you know.
Is it primarily that you wanted to try to adapt that to a three-dimensional surface, or is it just, I mean, was that why you were interested in going, you know, dealing with that topic three-dimensionally with those skills, or is it?
Well, I wanted to do something definitely like with the mannequins in the mirror, and I couldn't just use the mannequin, so I wanted to do something I felt comfortable with. Cause like I sew, but I didn't want to like do anything on the mannequins like clothing wise. And I thought it'd be cool to like, cause everyone says them, but like the journal pages, like I wanted to kind of bring them more to life and put them on mannequins, I guess. So
The mannequins and the sewing, you know, like the stitching and fabric and the mirror, they all could also be dealt in 2 dimensions. So, you know, they are images with meaning to you, say something to us. So just to keep it in mind. I don't know.
Or that's the thing too, like, or if it was really a question of wanting to try to do it three-dimensionally, you know, rather than a full-size mannequin, you know, go to a place that does, you know, those like craft clay places, you know, and get little sets of, you know, figurines or things and do an installation of several little ones with each one with a different themed graphic page or something. Just have them bisqued and then use your paint and ink on them.
You might be able to find like a half mannequin
So they're portable.
cord,
Yeah,
like
right.
casted that you can hang on a wall or something.
Gee, could she borrow your skeleton for the show? Like, not permanently, but like borrow it for the show so that she could put whatever she's going to put on the skeleton as?
Well, we'll talk about that.
That's
I don't
a
know
whole
if
other
that's-
image.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a whole other.
how about
Well,
the butterfly things again? Or that's why. Are we doing that this year?
What?
I'm confused all
No, last year, like with her skeleton, I like decorated it with, like.
Oh yeah, we did.
flowers.
It's a drawing assignment. Yes. Okay. Anyway, did we do the timer? Okay, so we did. Okay. Well, do you have any questions for us? I think we. Do you understand where you're going from here, Taylor?
Yeah, I think so.
Good job. Good job.